Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the weekly report here, Axion DAO. It's good to have you with us. We've got Big Bear in the house. We've got Crypto Casino in the house. We've got Dave in the house from our Mastermind Council. How's it going, guys?
All good.
I know a couple had to step away, so
I'm good. Glad to be here.
Good deal. So we've got some really good information for you here. I do want to, we're going to have a lot of new people watching this, so we are going to do like a little Axion kind of a recap on the project, where we're at, where we're going, what we're doing, and why. And then from there, we've got some really exciting things to share. So without further ado, and I do want to, I want to recognize that today is a somber day in the United States for several reasons. Today is the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks in New York. We had some unfortunate things happen over the last several days that have garnered a lot of media attention, and I want to take a moment of silence to kind of ground myself in this moment and reflect on those that have made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom and open dialogue, freedom of speech. And with that, I'm going to just take a few seconds here. It almost feels counterintuitive to break that silence, but hopefully you're safe where you're at. Hopefully you have peace where you're at. It's fleeting at the moment. There's a lot of people that are in pain. There's a lot of people that are troubled, and having a hard time seeing the positive things in life. And so hopefully as we move forward, as Axion moves forward, as we reconnect with our community, and as we revitalize everything that made Axion an amazing project and an amazing community in the past, that we'll be able to revitalize that, re-energize it, and bring people back together for a common cause. And really bring some fun back into DeFi, but also there's some really critical, important things that as a DAO we want to do and that we're going to be able to do. So we invite you to take part of that journey with us. We're excited to have you here. We appreciate you very much. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward, but thank you for allowing for that. So we've been intermittent in our weekly reports, but moving forward, we are going to do a live stream every Thursday at this time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Starting next month, or starting next week, we're actually going to be able to broadcast to LinkedIn, which is really awesome. We have a new quest up to get people following us on our LinkedIn page for the Axion DAO, and this is going to allow us to start posting our articles there, posting information there, engaging with a more professional community. Not that we're not a professional community, but I think you know what we mean. And we gotta hang tight to that degen side of our persona, but we also want to tap into some TradFi opportunities and some opportunities to really grow the project and bring some very influential eyes to everything that we're doing. So So here in a second, I'm going to talk a little bit about the journey to get here, a little bit about Axion, and our goal to become a DAO and to relaunch on Base. We have extended our relaunch date to extend the marketing and to do this 50,000K giveaway. So that'll be happening towards the end of October. We have some amazing engagement campaigns going on right now. In the details of this live stream, you'll find links to Zeely, you'll find links to our support docs, and you'll find links. There's one other link in there. Anyway, so we recently partnered with Meta Rides and Income Island, and we're doing some really dynamic things with them. We will go quickly over a little SIVA tutorial and some really incredible stats. So you see the support.axiondao.com address here. That's where you can go and really dig into some of the heart of the project and what we're doing. And we highly encourage this. Not only that, I get the impression, and it's the nature of the beast, but we're posting a lot of quests that will help not just those paying attention to the engagement, the messaging that's going out, but also for those who are participating in these quests. We really want you to understand exactly what this project is doing and what we're standing for, and what's going to be possible in the future. And so not just going through the quests and checking them off, but spending some time actually digesting and internalizing some of this information is really going to be important as we move forward and migrate from Polygon to Base. Again, we've launched this 50K giveaway. We're partnered with Meta Rides, Income Island, Star Dogs, and we do have a small handful of partners that we're kind of wrapping up negotiations with that we'll be including in this campaign. We'll be engaged in other larger communities as well. And so there's going to be some serious opportunities to get this momentum going and to get people really excited about what's coming. And so your participation, your support is critical and crucial to our success. We can sing at the top, we can stand at the top of mountains and scream our heads off, but without this army that we're building, it's just not going to be heard. So we thank you for everyone that has participated in the questing and the engagement campaign. And let me see here. So with this engagement campaign, we have weekly prizes, anywhere from 2 to 3. In fact, I kind of figured out a way that I can do daily. And so we are going to be doing daily quests. But 3 of those quests each week will have cash prizes. For instance, we just had one of our quests complete. We have 10 of our participants that are all going to be dropped $10 here in USDC here shortly, and one winner that's going to be dropped $100. So each campaign will have a small handful of small rewards, but each campaign is also going to have one large reward associated with it. It's all handled through Zeely. All of the raffling is done through Zeely. We don't touch that data, and we don't select it. So the selection process is as transparent and as fair as it can possibly be. And what you guys are doing for us and for the community is phenomenal. And you'll see that in our stats here coming up shortly. But I want to make it clear, we had a lot of people engage with our Medium article and sharing it out, but then coming back and asking questions that are answered in that article. This is why it's so important that you not just go out and share this information. There's information in those articles and in these presentations that is very specific to you, to those people who are engaged in this engagement campaign. So if you have not read that Medium article all the way through, please take some time to go read that, because this is a 4-phase campaign. The first phase is the next 8 weeks leading up to the migration. The second phase will be probably about the same, about 8 weeks after we launch, that will help people learn about the project, about the engage to earn aspect of the project, and some really fun, exciting partnerships where you can go out and really explore some of the things that are happening, some of the new things that are happening in DeFi today. So it's really important that you take the time to really digest the information we're sending out and not just do the actions. And that way you won't have questions that you should know ahead of time. So very, very, very important. I'm going to revisit this real quick, and we've got about 15 minutes left. This is going to be about a 30-minute video. We don't want to spend 2 hours talking about this information. We want anyone who comes to see these videos to be able to go through the information, hear what's going on, and then be able to go out and act upon that. So we are going to kind of keep this brief and to the point. But one of the airdrops, one of the campaigns is for this MetaRides NFTs. And these MetaRides NFTs will be interoperable between games, between metaverses. For instance, our partnership with Income Island, we've got some news about to be dropped for what we're doing with Income Island. But in Income Island, you're going to be able to drive around in an Axion branded vehicle. And you'll be able to visit the MetaRides dealership. You'll be able to go to the quick swap decks within the metaverse. And then you'll be able to see the Axion headquarters within the metaverse, where we're going to be using this as we engage with other projects. The video you just watched that had the rocket launching, I have the actual 3D files for that. And though that rocket launch pad is in the metaverse. And so anybody will be able to go in there and push the button and watch the rocket launch. It's pretty awesome. But in order to get one of these MetaRides drops, you have to be an Axion OG. We are going to have campaigns that are just related to Axion OGs. But we also, but there are some very inexpensive Axion OG NFTs on OpenSea. If you want to get one of these drops, you can go purchase one of the. It's on the open market. It's not going to us. It's from one user to another. So you can go on the open market. You can pick up one of the NFTs. I think the floor right now is about $10, and then you'll be eligible to receive the Axion MetaRides NFT. And those will be valued at about $50 when we launch. So when we get into our second campaign with MetaRides, that's kind of what those NFTs, what we're going to be looking at for some of those NFTs. And again, these are interoperable. You'll be able to register those NFTs in various games as these games are built out, and you'll also be able to drive around in the Axion DAO vehicles in the metaverse. So exciting stuff. And this is kind of what there's a car, there's an avatar, and there's garages. Right now we're dropping the cars. Some will be selected for the avatars, but ultimately getting the garages and then actually setting that up within the metaverse is going to be in some metaverses or in some games is going to be a critical aspect of everything that we're doing with them. And I'm going to go ahead. Because we're short on time. If you watch the last live stream, you'll see this video. It is a walkthrough of our metaverse in Income Island. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go off of that. So if you want to watch that walkthrough, head back to the metaverse, the last video. But before I get started, before I do the SIVA tutorial, I do want to kind of get everybody up to speed on what Axion is. So Axion DAO, I came into the community as a community member. I really had no experience in DeFi. I had a ton of experience. I was the editor of the Southern Utah Independent. I've owned several businesses. I've done startups. I've done traditional registered fundraising. And I've been very involved in business acquisition, business management and building. But the Axion ecosystem relaunched, longer story shorter, on November 12th of 2020. And then I joined the community in August of 2021. But by September, I was invited to participate on the advisory council. And that started. So in September, you're going to find out September is a milestone month for us all throughout the history of Axion. So I became a member of the advisory council, and then we were on the ETH chain. We migrated to the Polygon chain in January of 2022. And then I was promoted to kind of be the lead advisor by April of that year, 2022. And it was an opportunity for me to really do a deep dive into DeFi and learn everything I could. And I've really thoroughly enjoyed this journey. By mid 2023, I kind of stepped into a caretaker role. Most of the founders and most of the original core team had all stepped away doing various things, and that's when it really became a community driven and community managed project. Was there in the middle of 2023, and really everything that's been done since then. We've tried several campaigns, we've done several things, but ultimately we decided that some drastic things needed to happen in order to ensure our early adopters and our OGs were able to see the fruit of that participation. Because when we started with 15-year stakes. So there's a lot of OGs that have 15-year stakes, and we're only 5 years into that journey. So let's see. Let me see if there's any other little points here I want to make. So right now, we are in the process of establishing Axion as a DAO in the state of Utah under the Utah DAO Act. So Utah passed legislation that allowed for recognizing DAOs as a legal entity. And I know it's counterintuitive. You know, a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization, but in all reality, you still have to have, if you're going to pay bills, if you're going to function, you have to be able to have a bank account. You have to have officers. You have to have people that are actually making sure that that everything is running smoothly. So everybody right now that's participating in the project has come from the community, including one of our devs and one of our original OGs from the team who's back. That's Jevin. Since then, I've been involved in the legislative process here in Utah, and we're looking to have a voice in that legislation and how we put protections in place so that future projects, whether they're DAOs or just traditional DeFi, have a safe haven where they can register, where they can thrive, and where they can do that without the threat of government oversight that is overreaching. We need to have regulation. I think everybody's agreed from day one that regulation is needed. And so we're going to be doing everything in our power to participate in that legislative process so that those things that are important to us here in DeFi are also important legislatively, and it's governed by regulations that allow for us to safely engage in commerce IRL. So, and that real quick, can you think of anything, Big Bear, that I'm not hitting on that is a important aspect of what we're doing?
No, you're you're doing a good job of giving a fast track coverage. I mean, like you said, we have a lot of new eyeballs since the Zealy questing campaigns have kicked off. So it's important that you're giving everybody just, like a really compact information version of sort of where Axion started, where we've been, and now where we're going. So yeah, no, it's totally, you got all the bases covered, my friend. Keep
I'm
on
trying.
it.
Yeah, and at the same time, I really don't want to go over. We've got about 5 minutes left. What's critical in this process, everybody, is all of this information is available in our support docs at support.axiondao.com. Everything is there. You can read through it. We're going to update it. We're going to clarify some things. I think there might be some minor things that have changed that we're going to update. And by the time we relaunch on base, those documents are going to be absolutely perfect. And we got some exciting things coming. So this is an 8-week process. So keep coming back every day, because there are going to be new campaigns. There's going to be new messages. There's going to be new information. And we want our community to be fully engaged in all that content and information. We want you to know every aspect of this project, because we believe that there's so much value in what we're doing, and it's going to be so critical that understanding what we're doing and why we're doing it is going to be vital to our success and your experience as we go through this process. So please go to the support docs, go read that Medium article, watch the last 3 or 4 videos, except for, I'm going to say this real quick. In the last video, I tried to lip sync to our 50K giveaway soundtrack, and it failed miserably because the video was behind the soundtrack. I think I nailed it, but if you watch the video, I'm behind, and it looks kind of silly. So that was my embarrassing moment for the year, but that's fine. So if you want to get a good laugh, just go watch the last live stream and watch me try to lip sync the 50K giveaway soundtrack. And we're going to play us out with that 50K giveaway soundtrack again. But in order to, we might go over just a little bit, but I do want to mention to those that are really active and engaged on our Discord server, we are using a system called SIVA. It's a white label system for us. We are one of the founders. We hold founders passes for SIVA. We were engaged with them about 2 years ago when they launched. And so we're excited to be supporting them again and to be engaged in this process. But on the Discord server, there is a thread called account management. You want to go there. You want to click on the green button that says my account. You want to go to this next page, and you'll see in the blue links there's one that says wallets. In there, you'll go click that. Once you click that, it's going to ask you to update your 2FA. So you may need to include a PIN, or you may need to include something that you're using for 2FA. But then you can add your wallets, and if you hold any of the Axion OG NFTs, there are specific roles that you can get, access to conversations. But as we move forward, it's going to be critical, because a lot of what we're going to do is going to be very organic with blockchain. So, and since and not only that, you're going to be able to tip. So in the heydays of Axion, one of the biggest things that got people excited is you were able to tip your Axion around. And so we are going to be opening that back up, where you can tip. So new people come in, they start to engage, and you can tip them 1 or 2 Axion, or a dozen, whatever your, and we do have a top tipper. I haven't seen him around for a long time, but I hope our top tipper comes back and says hi soon. Again, this is something that was very vital to our success, and we want to revitalize that. So, but here's some server stats. So we have 1,741 new members, and that's exciting. We have about 223 of them have been communicating. That's up 22% from the last month. And then our engagement, we've had 2,329 unique visitors over the last month. We have 81 different communicators just in this time period, with 1,794 messages sent. You'll see that our weekly numbers is about 1,800 visitors, and then we have about 276 other servers that follow our announcements. So we're going to be tapping into that. We're going to be leveraging it, and we're going to be using that to not only ensure our success, but your success as campaigners and farmers and questers. So a lot of opportunities there. And we hit our 30 minutes. I think I'm actually, I'm down to our play out soundtrack, but I'm going to look through the questions real quick to see if, I'm not sure what this means. Any airdrop for F2 F100 holders. Do you know what that is?
Not yet. That's
Haven't a
my,
clue.
That's my project. Some of my followers have come over, guys.
That's fine. That's fine. CC's got a little fun side project that he's been doing. He's one of our advisors. This isn't a full-time gig for him, but he's been involved in a lot of DeFi projects. He's got a lot of experience in DeFi, and he's got a little fun project he's doing. So all the F2 F100 users, welcome. Appreciate you being here. That's awesome. And it doesn't look like, okay, it says here, how will we be given the rewards this week? There'll be airdrops. So basically in Zeely, once the campaign ends, and we're going to do this quicker as we move forward, but we're still setting up some of our engagement accounts so that we can pay out and do so with transparency. And so we can do the accounting for it, and everybody feels good, and that nothing funny is happening. So I'm not sure. I hope within the next 4 to 5 days at the most that our first rewards will go out, and then we'll start dropping them as campaigns end. And that will come in the form of USDC, and that will be on Base. So make sure you're sharing your Base wallet. Make sure you're able to transact on Base, and because that's where we're moving, and you'll be all set. So we do have the first set of rewards pretty much ready to go out. We just got to get the right wallet funded, and we got to get a little bit of an automated system so we can just click a button and they go out. So, but great question. So, any closing thoughts, guys? Because we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So again, I'm going to just say this real quick. Go read the support docs. Go read that Medium article. We're giving away $50,000 over the next 4 to 6 months. So we might move it up to 4 months. I don't know. But right now, over the next 6 months, and our fellow here, Dave, did the math, and I think it was like $276 a day on average is what's going to be paid out at some point. So there are going to be larger prizes, people. There are going to be some $1,000 and maybe even some $2,500 prizes in this campaign, but you have to be participating with it from day one all the way through the end. We did clean up our leaderboard. We are going to have some flash quests. So if you miss a flash quest and you're not, if you're in the top 10 and you miss a flash quest, chances are you'll drop down to 20, and you just got to wait for the next flash quest. We're also going to be doing, there's another term for it. The flash quests are going to be within the main activity, and then there's going to be, what do they call those? Anyway, there's different tools within Zeely that we're going to be doing. So there's going to be side leaderboards. So there's going to be unique leaderboards that'll be happening, and there are going to be leaderboard rewards. So those aren't defined yet. Right now, what we want to do is we want to get some core engagement, some core participation, and then from there we'll be able to start doing some more organic competitions on our leaderboard. So Guys, anything you'd like to throw in, say, as we kind of wrap this up? I'm going to play us out with the 50K giveaway soundtrack, and I'm not going to try to lip sync it.
Oh, come on.
But and then we'll be reset. Also, I want to mention in 30 minutes from now, or 25 minutes from now, I'll be on a space. The links are in our Discord. I'll be on a space with Dave and VDK, who's hanging out here with us. Where's VDK wants to know where's the puppy, Bella. We'll see if she comes. Yeah, I don't see her. She's probably outside playing. Anyway, I don't want to get too distracted. Yeah, any last minute comments?
Just guys, you as the community, get out there and earn the rewards.
Yeah, that's it. Get on Zeddy. I've also shared the link to Spaces in the YouTube chat as well for anyone over there that's interested.
Sweet. Yeah, and the link to that is in the details of this video as well. I'm gonna.
Yeah, the only thing I'll add is what you touched on earlier, James. It was people are completing these quests, but if there's a Medium article that you got to go and share, read the article. Like the information about the project it's all out there. The support docs, all the Medium articles. Go watch past streams on the YouTube channel. This project is being as transparent as it humanly possible, and we're super excited about what's been developed. We're really excited where we're going, and once we migrate, the initial stuff that everybody's going to get to see and play with is pretty damn cool from what I've seen so far. But it's just like the start. We have a lot of fantastic ideas. We're now partnered up with community partners, with other communities, with some really, really cool, intelligent, smart people. And it's just about collaborating and expanding collectively in this new landscape. Like the slogan is, doing DeFi better together. I love it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your comments. I do have a question up here. Any sex-to-listics despite Coinbase? I don't know what that means, but right now, no. We are looking to ensure that we are tradable on the Coinbase app and within the Coinbase ecosystem, as well as on the Base network. So those things are in motion, and we'll look at other opportunities as we grow, as we progress. So sweet. Well, I'm going to play us out, guys. We're going to play out. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to play us out with the 50K giveaway. I am going to put the lyrics up here so you can read the lyrics and see, the level that we're kind of trying to reach here. We are working on an actual music video for this soundtrack. So I hope to have that out by next week. Wish me luck with my 30,000 other little task list options. And hopefully here soon, I'll start getting to bed before 3 a.m. Let's see. We'll see. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining us. This will be kind of a play out, and yeah, we're just getting started. So thanks, guys.
Cheers. Peace out.
We ready to ignite. We blasting off tonight. Axion DAO in the cloud with the crowd in the frenzy. Pound in the ground, engine sound like a Benz G. In Kamalin to rise in the skylines lit. Rocket climb like a rhyme when the lines all hit. Doing DeFi better, together, forever. Meta rides more like leather than pleather. Migration to base, the flight plans drawn. The future is now. Yeah, the mic stays on. Got a 50K giveaway. Big today. Don't faint from the news, man, you okay? Doing DeFi better, together we stay. We're just getting started. Hear the crowd say, hey, Axion DAO, those engines lit. Migration to base, the perfect fit. Future of crypto in a brand new way. Axion DAO, 50K giveaway. Fast lane frame, with the game in the gearbox. Meta rides heat, make the street lights teardrop. Code mode load like a rhyme in the riddle. Every chain link thick has the bass in the middle. Moon zoom boom when the room gets louder. boosters ignite. Income Island, they rockets take flight. Octane flame, every launch stays vital. 50K flip, got the grip on the title. Meta rides drift with the lift on lock. Every TikTok click, push the rocket clock. This is next gen flex on the ledger page. Axion DAO, future set center stage. Got a 50K giveaway. Big today. Don't fake from the news. Man, you okay? Doing DeFi better. Together we stay. We're just getting started. Hear the crowd say, hey, Axion DAO. Those engines lit. Migration to base. The perfect fit. Future of crypto in a brand new way. Axion DAO, 50K giveaway. 50K giveaway.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to go and check out the Z.L.D campaign, check out our support docs, hang out with us on Discord. A lot's going to be happening. Have an awesome afternoon. Have an even better weekend. And yeah, we'll see you on the flip. What the heck? I can't even do that.